welcome to one of the probably craziest vlogs that we're going to do, as we just arrived in Knoebels with 3 hours to go and there's a storm coming in the horizon. So they did clearly state that because of that enclosed rides would be open, but obviously some of the big hitters and the reason why we've come here is for things behind me like this, Twister. So definitely looking forward to getting on this ride, which I'm going to do right now, get you a nice POV because they allow that at this park, which is amazing. And then the second half of the vlog, we're going to concentrate on stuff that's indoors. Maybe, hopefully that rain don't come. It certainly looks like it's coming though if you look on the horizon behind me. So I'm not going to waste any time and I'm going to go on Twister right now. For Twister there, just like I like it, nice and tight. Very unusual design with that dual chain lift that takes you a little way up the hill and then turns you around and takes you up the rest of the hill. As far as the rest of the course is concerned, great double helix with a lot of force and also just a great ending. Completely felt out of control. Loved it. Fantastic ride. Can't wait, hopefully, to get back on it. Woo, I'm all sweaty. So the reason why that is, I'm strapped up obviously and not taking it off because I got 3 rides mainly to get done while we can before the rain comes. Gutted, of course, that this is closed. Or maybe they just did that on purpose to give me a reason to come back. I wouldn't put it around past you there, Knoebels. This is a very unusual debate, mainly with myself, about what is the correct pronunciation of Knoebels. I believe it's Knoebels, but I used to believe it was Knoebels. A little bit of Santa's Village here, action. It is pretty easy to get from one ride to the other, and it's a Wednesday, so it's not busy today. And I think because of the impending storms, it hasn't actually been too busy overall today. All right, our next destination is Phoenix. And then we pretty much have the big bucket list coaster out of the way. Trying to sit up nice and straight for you as we go on yet another log flume. 2 log flumes in one day. That is a record, I believe. Well, personal record, that is. Sorry, this is so high, you can't really see. Oh, surprise drop. Oh, lordy. Oh, oh no. Oh, this is cool. We like tunnels. Yeah, there's way more people on this log flume than the one I was on at Dorney earlier today. This one's a bit more modern, however. Do not rock boat. So high, I don't know if they have head bashing incidents on this drop. We're about to find out though. Sorry, I had to brace myself there. Didn't get wet on the first drop. A little spray on the second. Nothing compared to the log flume from earlier today, though. I'll be all right. All right. All right, so that's the log flume done. That was a nice little flume. Great features, tunnel, 2 drops. Probably could have done with an airtime hill on that first drop. That would have definitely been the pièce de résistance and would have made it probably one of the best in the world. But decent drops. Nothing like the ejector drops that I've been getting on some things, or some log flumes. But speaking of ejector, we're going back to the Phoenix. I say back because I haven't given you a review yet, because I did do a backseat ride to start. I'm going to try to do a front seat ride for you guys to come along on this ride. Alright, we'll see you soon. On Phoenix out of the way. Not out of the way. It's been a supreme pleasure. How is that even legal? Like, I just have to say the rumors were true, and it did not disappoint. That was an incredible ride, both in the front and the back. The airtime and the ejector in the front, like I said, it's harder for the loud music because I gotta hustle, get one side of the park and back, because we're headed back to Twister. And then if I do have the time, we'll come back and do, hopefully, Phoenix for one more ride before the rain sets in. If it does, let's hope it doesn't. Wow, the ejector on that coaster is unbelievable. Do I have a new favorite wood coaster? I don't know. It was almost a complete package, other than the lack of a twisting element, which obviously is covered through Twister. Yeah, I'd say that's probably a candidate for one of the best ever. It's just, I actually on my POV intentionally kept, or let my body sort of fall loose so you could get an idea of how high I was actually being thrown out of my seat. I don't know if there's that many brave that can actually keep their hands up the entire time of that ride, because yeah, it's exactly as advertised. Probably the greatest ejector coaster of all time. It's a bold claim, but I think that the general consensus follows suit with my opinion on that. Anyhow, tripping over my words because I'm, of course, navigating through a park I've never been to for the first time while talking to you, and also trying to be respectful of everybody. Because I will say, this park has got an unusual character to it that I do like a lot. It doesn't feel like, say, those other trolley parks that we've been to before, i.e. like Sea Breeze and even Waldemere, that I was just at for the first time 2 days ago, so definitely check out that vlog if you haven't. But we're going on to this side of the park. It's like all this park is separated into quadrants, of which you can kind of jump from one to the other. Ooh, the reason I have to come back. Flying turns. And if you can't, really the best sign in amusement park history. Also fairly unique to this place, and which really gives me more of a Conneaut Lake vibe, is the fact that you have houses like right in the middle of the actual park itself. So it's very no, it doesn't really look like anybody's living in that house. This might be a great place for a haunt event if they don't already have one. Yeah, some of these rides could actually definitely use a real cool once-over and a haunt theming at that time of year. One thing I didn't mention about Twister, however, is that there has been retracking work done on it, especially in the main turnaround section after the first drop. It has been quite not reprofiled, but I guess reinforced is the proper term. Anyhow, here's Twister again. Tight, compact, unrelenting, and one of the most unusual layouts for any coaster I've ever seen. Definitely got the coaster head going on. Twister, fantastic ride. Definitely, as I said before, still didn't find it all that rough. Definitely way rougher than Phoenix, I will say though. Phoenix just seems to be like, just so smooth that it's unreal. Like, I've never been on a wood coaster that smooth really before. Maybe other than, say, its opening year. And that thing is, what, 70 years old now? So, high compliments mainly to the maintenance in this park, because it seems like they really take that seriously and get things just right, because they do take pride in the reputation of having fans like myself finally make it to this park from around the world. Alright, we have one major credit left, which is Havoc. Now, I think this is a similar ride to Tantrum at Darien Lake, but it is a Gerstaller. It is a Eurofighter, I believe. I'm sorry if I didn't get that right, because I don't have the time to check on our RCDB. We got a limited time, as there are people with walkie-talkies and stuff out. Very refreshing park. I love the atmosphere here. It is so casual, and even from an operations standpoint, they kind of let you do your thing. I definitely feel the wind picking up though, so I think without question it's going to start raining in a moment, and I gotta go to the washroom before I go on this ride. So I'll see you after possibly a POV of Havoc. 2 rides on Impulse done. All obligations are met. Yeah, it's Impulse, isn't it? Let's get a shot of the sign as I foolishly indicate how terrible I am with names sometimes. But I guess when you get up to the point where you're getting close to half 1,000 credits, you're gonna forget a couple of names, even when they're right in front of you. I wish I still bought merch too, because if I did, I'd probably buy a lot of merch for this particular ride, as there's a ton of it. Obligations are met, and Impulse is done, and that's it. That's the big 3 that I needed to get done that were at least available today. Now as I focus a bit more on interior rides for the final hour that the park is open. But, it's still not raining, and there's still about 10 minutes away from when it's supposed to start, so I'm gonna try my best to get on the other side of the park to quickly get one more ride on the legend that is Phoenix. It is certainly legendary. And then the other half of this vlog we'll spend actually firstly exploring some areas that I haven't seen yet from this park. This is Galleon. Lap bonus. Since we last spoke, I've been on, I don't even know what that classic ride, the salt and pepper shaker, as I kind of known it from my youth, rotor design, yeah, classic ride that I just tried out because it was sitting there, no one was on it, and I was tempted, and no sooner did I went on it, a bunch of other people got on it as well. Beware the bugs here at Knoebels. It's in the middle of a valley, as they tell you, and despite the bucolic and very I don't know, very naturalistic setting. Lots of bugs, so I swallowed one earlier. Not on a ride though, fortunately. I'm now next to Impulse, which I'm not really going to ride again, but I wanted to get a couple more shots. I also did, I can't even remember the name of it, so I gotta go back and, unfortunately, as the theme continues, Cosmos Corners, the children's miniature coaster, or the kids coaster. Since there's very few people here, I figured I might as well get on it and get that credit in, since I'm missing flying turns today. But I think I'll at least get 5 credits in overall in my brief stay here at Knoebels. It is definitely Knoebels. I'm gonna try, I'm playing with fire here because I have a feeling it's gonna rain any moment, although the winds have died down somewhat, so fingers crossed, maybe it won't even happen. And it did say 30 to 40%, so this might be all for naught. Quite an enjoyable little junior coaster. In fact, I think I got more bashed up on that ride than on any other ride in the park so far. No head rattle at all. And some people have said that some of the rides here can be rough on certain days. That was probably the roughest one. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the other side of the park, hopefully get on Phoenix and do a couple other credits, get the haunted house in. And that's kind of almost it. There's one more credit to do, so join me for that. Hammering through vlogs today that I haven't even had a chance really to eat, so I'm looking forward to that. This area here, which seems to be the actual main part of Knoebels, as far as its history goes, because a lot of classic rides are here. It seems to be a place to eat too. All right, journey with me. We're just gonna quietly go through the park here on our way to Phoenix. Junior whip, which is really cool.
Alright, thanks. There.
I got to have more than that with all them green ones filling up the cars. 7 cars. Yeah.
Cosmos Clubhouse. Not really sure what this is. It's like a bunch of woodworking tools. I don't think it's going to rain. I think we're lucky. I don't want to tempt fate, but it is 20 after 7 and it hasn't come down yet. So let's not waste our time and get ourselves back onto Phoenix. It feels like I'm at summer camp at this park. I love this rotating roof, however. That is wild. Okay, we're at the haunted house, so can't really mess about. I gotta get on it. Knoebels haunted house. Hopefully it's not raining when I come outside. Well, damn, if that wasn't an amazing haunted house. I hope that the camera picked everything up, because normally I use this camera, so it's a little bit better in lower light, but that was a GoPro. So we'll see. I'm gonna do my Phoenix ride now as I'm back at the other other side of the park. Yeah, that haunted house was unbelievable. That probably was the best haunted house or classic ghost train that I've probably ever done. The only thing missing maybe is maybe a hill or two, but considering how dark it is and they don't really seem to mind throwing you into pitch black rooms, a nice drop in pitch black would probably complete the entire package for that particular ride. Yeah, so we're off to Phoenix now, and then we have one more credit to do, and then that will probably be it for our day here at Knoebels. I think I have enough time to get those two in, plus maybe a re-ride or two, depending on if I like or I fancy to. Alright, we're at the 5th park in 3 days, so yeah, it's starting to catch up with me a bit now. Definitely going to enjoy some grub after this vlogging is done, and then give you a summary of the overall day, my crazy hair here at Knoebels.
Alright,
and they say it's not rough.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Monday, May 10th, 3:06.
even preface what that ride was called, but that was the Black Diamond Mining Company. And as they were saying, I think I might have included a little bit of the setup for the ops in there because they didn't have anything going on. That's quite an underrated, I don't know what to call that, a mining ghost train. It was definitely unusual, but great. I was really surprised by how extensive and long and really immersive that entire attraction was, and also themed according to the mining history around this area. Fantastic ride, definitely high marks. Underrated. I didn't even really know that it existed or knew that it existed until doing my research before coming here. So going back to Phoenix for one more ride, as my day is kind of wrapped up here and I just managed to get everything in. If the time permits itself, I'll probably go to Twister once more and then come back and do a final ride on Phoenix as well. We'll wrap everything up immediately after that. Alright guys, so that is it for the day here at Knoebels. Great staff, I will say. An amazing atmosphere as you get like this like footbridge and everything. I would be honest,
we can only walk on this.
This particular park does entice me to come back in a camping situation, because it would be the kind of perfect place that on your travels you sort of bank a couple hours at the very end of your day to visit. But it closes up pretty quick. The end of your day here at Knoebels, you're like, okay, it's 8 p.m. Are the rides actually going to close? Well, they're supposed to, and Phoenix didn't really close until, I think, now. That's why I'm kind of going over there with a weird look in my eye. So I'm like, is there a chance? Is there not a chance? I don't know. Twister was closed after 2 extra rides on Phoenix to end my day. I've just seen a train dispatch empty, so this is definitely it. Fantastic day. Managed to pack everything in less than 3 hours, so as I said, yeah, if you're planning on coming here for just a short stay, it's not unreasonable to get everything in. I'm sure that even if Flying Turns was operating, that I would have gotten everything I wanted in. Okay, everyone is now heading out en masse, including myself. There are 2 parking lots. I found that I actually was in the secondary parking lot from the way that I came to get here, because I didn't really come off the main route. So if you are getting here and you do go to the secondary lot, there's a shuttle that you can capture that will, on a brief trip, take you down the hill, and then you're here at the park. It really is quieted up really fast, but I guess it's just because that organ grinder machine is finally not playing anything anymore, so it seems quieter than usual. Alright, my shuttle is here, so I'm gonna have to wrap everything up from that parking lot that I just mentioned. Alright, so that is a day at Knoebels. What a refreshing conclusion to my Pennsylvania trip. A massive bucket list park that I'm gonna have to come back to very soon, because Flying Turns unfortunately was not open, but that is a ride that is just infrequently open, so it's really just luck of the draw if you're going to get onto the thing at any particular point. I do enjoy that this mass exodus from the park on this side where the employee lot is that you're kind of chilling with all the employees as they finish their day up and come back to the lot, having a little cigarette, having a chat, whatever it is that they're doing. What to say about this park other than really, like, when it comes down to it, this is really a perfectly idyllic hidden gem of a place that I guess if you didn't know the area or weren't really into roller coasters, it would pass you by, but it shouldn't, especially considering the time commitment that you need to actually enjoy this place is not that large. So it's nice to get away from, say, a big corporate park like I was at, well, not so big, but I was at Dorney earlier, and to come here, a completely different kettle of fish, or other cliche terms that are used in that circumstance. But oh, those I can't even say it, but PTC trains on Phoenix. It's so nostalgic to have those just a bar across trains. I remember when it was not even the double bar that they have, but just the single that came down. And there's a couple of those out there still, but I love the fact that that ride still has them, despite Twister having the more modern individual lap bar restraints that come down, plus a seat belt. So yeah, Phoenix is not ruined. It's almost like it's a protected roller coaster because of that, which is great, and it has lived up to expectation. It's going to be very interesting if I decide to compile a best of. I'll probably do one at the end of this season, considering there's so many bucket list coasters that I've gotten to ride already this year, and there's still a few more to come. So yeah, there's no question about it. It's going to be high on the list of wood coasters and coasters overall. We'll see where it goes, if it's going to be #1, but maybe a couple more perusals of those POVs will give me a better idea of that. I did notice towards the end of the day, however, that it seemed to slow down a bit. I don't know if it was because of the lack of people in the train, but it just didn't seem like it was as crazy as when I first rode it. But that might just be first impressions of the ride being what they are. But yeah, what a crazy day overall. What a crazy trip overall, because I didn't really mention it other than in the Hershey Park vlog. I almost didn't make it home, but now here I am on my way home now. So it's been quite an awesome time. I'm so glad I was able to actually get all these rare, not rare, but you know, bucket list parks off of the list. And for the most part, I think this is the one park that I would contemplate coming back to sooner rather than later, because of the fact that I didn't get to experience the flying turns. But how many of us that come to Knoebels actually get that opportunity? Anyhow, gonna wrap it up. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for joining me if you've watched all 5 vlogs from this series. It's been quite an incredible trip into Pennsylvania. There's not many parks left here now for me to visit. We're probably gonna go somewhere else south of here for my next big trip. Yeah, five parks, 3 days. I'm tripping over my words. All right, there's another pool of people coming my way, so I better wrap this up. Thanks for watching, guys. Always enjoy.